it's just like we're breaking. I'm very happy with this. Like we're very much breaking the stereotypes in Israel. Like there's a very caste-like system, divisions, and I'll tell you a little side note also on this. It's so important that when you think about Israel, you don't think of us as a charity. Then it breeds inefficiency, right? Like if
right.
Like I don't know,
non-for-profit inefficiency.
Yeah,
and it's a
mission drift, and like as opposed to investing in startups and saying, okay, I'm going to give you a small amount of money to see if it works. Go. You're going to employ way more. This is like giving people free enterprise, like giving people a chance. So we decided to start this company where we would track we would find every single Iranian tanker, Russian tanker, Venezuelan tanker, using AI predictive models. We built it. It's quite amazing. That was within again, this is only last 3 months, right? Mm-hmm. Built it. Now we're doing the demos, UI, UX, like building out the user experience and user interfaces, making it look pretty, and recruited a rocket scientist. This guy definitely could have been at SpaceX, something like that, in Silicon Valley. So a Stanford guy that's a friend of my co-founder.
Living here?
No. He's a non-Jewish guy in Silicon Valley. Amazing, unbelievable engineer. And we end up getting two of the greatest minds behind this. Eugene Kantarovich spoke in front of the U.S. Senate a few weeks ago about Panama. He's one of the leaders of the Panama. Yeah. So that's Eugene Kantarovich. He's one of our co-founders, and then Trump's former deputy secretary of state for sanctions also joined our team. So we have quite an all-star team. Quite pumped about. And we had two theses. One is that there's a concept in the U.S. Congress, the U.S. Constitution, which says you can have letters of marque. Letters of marque means that the U.S. government can allow privateers, buccaneers, like pirates, right? Mm-hmm. And my kids are reading this children's book called The Jewish Pirates of the Caribbean, and it's about this guy named Rav Yaakov Coriel, who became a rabbi. He was a student of the Arizal, one of the major leaders of Kabbalah. He got real smicha from Mari Barav, meaning in the entire history of Jews in the last 2,000 years, there's only been about 6 or 7 real rabbis. He got actual smicha, real ordination. He's one of them. And he's a full-on pirate. He's going around raiding Spanish ships because it's the height of the Spanish Inquisition.
Yeah.
He has a Jewish slaughter on board. It's amazing, right? His name's Yaakov Coriel. So we're talking this idea. We're putting the two together. We're saying, if we go after these Iranian ships, we can make a lot of money if we're able to capture them, which we think we have a pretty good chance of doing so. It's a little dicey to say the least, but we think we can. On the other hand, even if we don't succeed at capturing a ship, which again I think we can, we caught already $3 billion worth of oil going from.
When you say catch, you mean electronically catch?
No. I'm talking about.
You've got boys on the.
I'm talking about working with the U.S. Navy and working with some private contractors and getting them, because we're at war with those guys. And why not?
No, of course.
Who's going to tell us no? They're going to. What are you going to do? Shoot a ballistic missile at me? Good for you. You tried.
We're America.
No, I'm me. I'm Benjamin Clayman. Yeah.
Okay, even better. There we go.
Come after me. Come on. We got an investor calling the guys what happens if the Iranians come after you? I gave him my address. Here's my address. Show up. Let's see what happens. I'm ready to rock. What a great way to go down with the ship. Mate,
I think I just found my new best mate.
So even if we failed that, we built this amazing SaaS, software as a service, where we can track ships. And so we went to we already spoken to 2 of the largest ship owners in the world. Okay.
Right.
Just through emailing and trying to use our networks, mm-hmm. and some AI chickerency, mm-hmm. Writing some really crafty emails to figure out how to get to this,
Of course.
And we get to these people, and it's like, hey, we have something that, imagine if you can track all your ships and make sure, it's called CYT, cover your tuchus. It's a very important legal phrase. Where it's do
you want to translate tuchus for?
Yeah, it's tuchus. I'm not going to translate. If you don't know, Google it.
Cover your old mate. Cover your old mate.
Which means if you're getting in trouble with the U.S. government, you're getting in trouble with the sanctions, or it's called KYC, know your client, or AML, anti-money laundering laws. We want to make the absolute best system in the world. So we think we did that. We think we built a way which we can track every ship in the world. We can track. We have ways using really amazing Israeli technology to find out ultimate beneficiary ownership. Who actually owns that ship? What are you doing with that ship? What's the actual bearing versus? It's really easy to change your the GPS on your phone. Yeah. We figured ways to stop anti-spoofing, and package it all. We did it in a few months, 3 months so far, 3.5 months, and so that's where we're at. We're in the dreaded fundraising phase, but I think that we're going to get. I think that we're just internally debating do we want to take as much money? Do we not want to take money? Who do we want to take money from? We're getting there. We're getting in terms of philosophically. There's definitely a big divide between the Silicon Valley side of us, the Ohio side of me, which is like, let's not take anything. Let's just